Heyo proxies, it's me, ZoneZeroHero. I'm back again, and today we're doing a tier list video for Day 1 Zenless Zone 0. We're going to rank all the agents that are available to us in 1.0. Each agent will be judged based on what they do best and their overall usefulness here at launch day. Some of you are probably already saying to yourself, wait a minute, this video didn't come out on July 4th. July 4th was launch day. And you'd be right, I wanted to wait until I could get my hands on the game and play the characters for myself and see if anything changed from the closed betas to the actual released game. So I spent some time with the game over the past few days, and I've done some research to be better informed and to provide you with what I think is an accurate Day 1 tier list. Okay, let's get in it. We're going to quickly work our way through the list of agents alphabetically. So that means first on our list is Ambi. Ambi is a free character that is given to you at the beginning of the game. She is a stun type character that uses the lightning element, and even though she's made to excel at the beginning of the game, you'll see a lot of use for her in lightning teams all around. She even has a possible spot on a future meta team of Zuyan, Nicole, and Ambi. And as I mentioned before, she pairs well with any lightning character, but especially Grace and Anton. Her overall damage is admittingly on the low end, but her lightning utility and her stun utility makes her a solid A rank.
Come on, let's get to work.
You may notice that I sound very crappy, and that's because I feel very crappy. I have gone and got myself a case of the COVID, and life is not fun right now, but I will continue on with the video regardless. Next up is Anton, or as I like to call him, Zenless Ito. He is a main attacker and a lightning punchy boy who deals consistent damage, but there are others in the game who do what he seeks to do a little bit better. Anton suffers from the same problems as Ambi, truly only fitting into a few teams comfortably. He's actually moved up a tier from my previous tier list, and I actually do enjoy playing with Anton, but at launch I feel that he's at the bottom of the A rank tier.
How can I help?
Ben Bigger is up next. He uses the fire element and is the only defensive character at launch. Personally, I think the defense class is super fun to play. It has use in a very niche part of the game, but has a long way to go before it will ever reach any higher than bottom tiers. I feel like Ben has a massive amount of untouched potential. He becomes much more capable when paired with Colita, seems to be a natural fit for him, but unfortunately, him being a tank and this game being very DPS action oriented, he will sit at the bottom of our tier list. Sorry, Ben.
I have 2 guns, so double the accuracy.
Billy, everybody's favorite Starlight Knight enthusiast. He gets an S rank in my heart, but unfortunately on this list, he has fallen off. That doesn't mean I have bad things to say about Billy. He will carry you through the first part of the game. He is the first main attacker of the game that you will acquire. Playing as Billy, if you've got a little bit of skill, you almost never have to get hit. With his physical attribute and his near constant damage, he makes the game feel a little bit like easy mode. At launch, Billy pairs well with a few characters, but really struggles to find a team that is truly his. Because he doesn't bring any support to the team whatsoever, and no real significant support for himself, I'm placing him at the bottom of the bottom. As much as we all love Billy, we all have to admit that he is a beginning character that gets outshined pretty quickly.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, Corin, just stop. I can't. You're too cute. Corin is one of those characters that's going to be very difficult to place in an accurate tier list because she has top tier future potential. She is both blessed and cursed to be a physical type main attacker. I say cursed because physical type is just not on par yet with some of the other elements in the game, and Corin needs a little bit of time, love, and gear to reach her full potential. With that being said, I'm really looking forward to teaming up Corin with future units and finding teams that unlock her true potential. Because of this, she will top the B tier.
Touch my tail? No.
I don't think I'm really giving anything away when I say that our next character, Ellen, here at launch is the Shark Girl Meta Queen. She is the first limited banner character in the game, and because of that, she is the closest thing the game has to an OP character. She is an ice element main attacker. Her raw physical damage is huge, and her ice damage is just the same. Her best team at the moment is Lycon and Sokaku. The three of them were literally made to be together. It's an expensive team, and with a little bit of work, it can be considered the best team the game currently has. Her best option for damage is an ice team, and she will carry any team that you put her on at the moment. But if you're looking for a secondary option, pairing her with a group from Victoria Housekeeping will do just fine. No surprise here, Ellen will be the first on our list to enter the S rank.
I only handle technical matters.
Grace to the face. She is an electric element and an anomaly type agent. Grace, being one of only 2 anomaly agents in the game at the moment, boasts some unique and massive support. Because of this, she will fit into almost any team you want her to. But if you're chasing the Grace meta, a electric team will be her preferred arrangement. Her combat mobility is extra high. That and her ability to cancel almost every move that she has makes her a smooth operator. Pairing her up with any element will definitely benefit that element, but teaming her up with a lightning team will generate an impressive amount of shock status. Grace seems to be just one of those all-around exceptional characters. Even though she can't compete with the damage of the top tier, she definitely has a lot in her kit that earns her the A+ tier ranking.
Don't look down on me!
Kolita Bellabog. She is a fire element stun type agent. To be honest, she's very fun to play, but not so fun when you get caught in her lengthy animations. I've heard people say that she struggles to find her competitive damage in the late game. Don't know much about that. I think her damage is just fine for what the game wants her to be. She would do just fine as a stun character on any fire team. So, at the moment, one of her recommended teams is Ben and Soldier 11. So I'm placing her in the A rank just above Anton and Ambi. Lucy may be a bit on the short side, but she is definitely not a character you should overlook. She is a very unique character, sporting what some call a summoner type fighting style. Lucy is a fire element support type agent who has quite a bit to offer in the support category. She may want you to think that she's rough and tough on the outside, but she plays well with others and fits well into just about any team that you might want her to. Her attack is actually pretty good, but it's not her main goal. She shines by buffing the attack of the party and can even buff the attack of your Bang Boo. She definitely has some room to grow as the game moves on, but for now at launch, I'm placing her at the top of the A rank.
I shall follow your orders.
Our fluffy boy Von Lycon is up next. In the third closed beta, I didn't have a lot of love for Lycon, didn't really know what to expect. Now, having spent quite a bit of time using him, I can tell you, if you were so lucky to pull him at the first of the game, you've got yourself an advantage. And he will last as a top rank stun unit all the way into endgame. In fact, he is the best stun unit in the game right now with the strongest amount of stun application and a massive amount of freeze application as well. Whether you plan to use him for his top tier stun generation or fit him into his obvious meta team of Ellen and Sakaku, I feel Lycon deserves to be in the A+ tier. Nekomata almost sits in a genre of her own. She is a physical type main attacker with one of the more unique fighting styles in the game. The developers of the game have mentioned that they take big influence from fighting games, and playing Nekomata you get to understand a little bit what that means. If Ben is towards the bottom of the list because of his tankiness, Nekomata is towards the top of the tier list because of her lightning fast attacks, and because of her crazy attack style. It feels like she's in the Matrix and you never have to take hits at all. She introduces a type of gameplay that can be button mashy and straightforward, or you could take her to a nerd theory crafting elite level. Proxies have already begun to find multiple different kits and teams for Nekomata because of her unique playstyle that allows her to be user-friendly at almost any level of gameplay. She fits comfortably into the A+ tier.
Need something? My services are expensive.
Next on our list is Nicole, the face of Zenless Zone Zero. Nicole is still the only Ether character in the game until the introduction of Zuyon. I have lots of good things to say about Nicole, but unfortunately, as the game grows and as proxies continue to develop and master the combat of the game, Nicole slips further and further down the tier list. She has great crowd control and is a decent support, but you can't ask a lot of her because of her being a free character given away at the beginning of the game. Her future seems to look like an exclusive support character for Zuyon teams. Speaking of those teams, they look a little bit like this. Each one will start off with Zuyon and Nicole and substitute either Grace or envy. With all this in mind, Nicole is still best girl and will probably have my heart for a very long time. But taking everything into consideration, I place her in the A tier. This sleepy-eyed cutie with the giant weapon is Piper. She's from the Sons of Calydon. She's a physical element unit and an anomaly type. One of only 2 anomaly units in the game right now, Piper takes a backseat to Grace, but only just slightly. With her giant axe hammer thing, she spins to win and has decent AoE damage. Piper teams up well with physical attribute types, specifically Nekomata. She also gets a great faction bonus when paired with Lucy. Looking forward to the future when the anomaly types really get to shine, spread their wings, and show their true colors. But for right now in 1.0, Lucy is still a great unit and can really add to a physical type team. That's why I've placed her just behind her Sons of Calydon sister in the A rank.
1, 2, yes, all accounted for.
Alexandrina, aka Rena, is the spooky maid mistress of the Victoria Housekeeping Company. She is floaty and mobile and a great support, giving universal support in the form of penetration, as well as shock and electric damage support. She knows when enough is enough and doesn't require a lot of time on the field to be effective. She will complement any lightning team, but currently has a spot in 1.0's lightning meta. That team being Rena, Grace, and Anton. Our favorite maid mommy floats her way into the A+ tier.
Awaiting further instructions.
Every element has its meta character, and Fire Element is no exception. Let's all welcome the Fire meta queen, Soldier 11. In my opinion, it seems like Soldier 11 does not get the respect she deserves. Fire may not be at the top of the game right now, but I don't think it'll be long before people realize the strength and brutality of the burn status. When that happens, characters like Soldier 11 and her Unga Bunga fire damage will take a massive jump in the tier lists. She can see 100% uptime on her fire damage, and with the proper button input timing, she can infuse those attacks with further fire damage, giving her the feature to be played as an advanced character as well. She even deals additional fire damage to stunned enemies. Taking all this into consideration and more, Soldier 11 burns her way into the top position of the A tier. We've made it to the end of our list, and at the end of our list is Saokaku, the 2 adorable Goku, Naruto, Luffy character. All she wants to do is eat and kick booty, and she does this by being a super effective ice support type character. With multiple powerful ice buffs, she is tailor-made to fit into the meta team of Ellen, Lycon, and Sakaku. But that's not to say she can't fit well into other teams as a support. She definitely does, because she can provide massive attack bonuses. At C4, she becomes even more dangerous, and at C6, she even has potential to be a main attacker. Her only drawback is how much time she needs to spend on the field, generating vortex, flying her flag, and dealing out buffs. All in all, she's a top tier support. This may depreciate over time, but I feel that at launch, she fits nicely into the A+ category. So there we have it, we've made it to the end of our tier list. You definitely notice that there are 3 more characters remaining. Well, those are characters that are not released yet as of 1.0. It's really too early for me to rank any of them, but I will go ahead and make an educated guess just for your benefit. Zuyan will be comparable to Ellen. She will be an S-rank character, this I have no doubt. Miyabi may even replace Ellen as the Meta Ice Queen. She's definitely going to be interesting, and I'm looking forward to see the state of the game when she does finally arrive. Even less at the moment is known about Chingy's battle kit, but good gravy, I will break the bank trying to pull for her. She is so freaking cute. I predict she will sit at the top of the A rank. That's everybody. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I literally can't tell you how much I appreciate it. If you want to be even more of a bro, hit that subscribe button, drop a like and comment on the video, and hey, share this video with someone who you think might enjoy. Also, I'm currently running my first ever Battle Pass giveaway. Click on the link in the description down below to find out more. Again, thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, Proxies and Bang Boos, I'll see you in New Eridu.
Are you ready?